Hey you guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. As you guys know, I have been behind on my videos for so long and a lot has happened. So I decided to do like a little update video and kind of just let you guys know everything that has happened so far on the farm with the animals. So one of the biggest changes and something I'm actually really excited about is new fencing. We finally have fencing. As you guys know, we've had electric fencing, wire fencing. So we finally got actual hardwood fencing. Obviously, fencing is expensive, so it took us quite a while. And we didn't do everything, but I'll go ahead and show you guys what we've done so far. I've always been obsessed with black fencing, but this one is actually like the natural wood color, and I'm obsessed with it. I love it so much more, so I'm glad we tried that out instead of just initially getting black. This is what the fencing looks like. I am so excited that we finally have fencing. Here we have Brandy and Ziggy. Hi guys! Hi Levi! Hi Junkie Monkey! So I absolutely love the way this color looks a lot better. It's not really a color, it's just the color of natural wood. It is pressure treated and all that stuff, so it won't get damaged by the rain or anything, but yeah, this is what it looks like. I actually don't like the fact that the boards are on the outside of the post. There was kind of like a misunderstanding when they were building the fence, because if you think about it, if the horses lean on the fence, it's so much easier for them to like pop it off. But if it would have been nailed onto this side of the post holds the board if they decide to lean on it. So if you have horses, I would recommend putting the boards on the inside of the posts, like wherever the horses are. But it's fine. I mean, the boards are pretty strong. They're really nailed in there, so I doubt they'll be able to pop it off. And as the boards start to fade, we can always paint them black later, but I actually love this natural color. Anyway, that's one of the big changes we've done so far. We won't have any horses, you know, crossing over, so that's a good thing. Another update, which is pretty big and something that I talked about a while back, I actually vlogged the entire process, but it didn't end up working out. The grass grew back, so I decided to just scrap that video and never post it. But we did it again, and this time it looks so much better. So let me go ahead and show you guys what I'm talking about. As you guys can see, we actually got a riding arena. It's just sand. We have actually done this quite a few times, and every time it wasn't level or the grass would grow back, like we wouldn't ride enough to like keep it nice and sandy. But all we did here is just kept dragging the ground until sand came up. We actually hired someone with a huge tractor and skid steer, and they did it all. It's not like a professional arena company or anything like that. It was just a guy that had a tractor, because obviously you guys know we don't have a tractor, but they just came, and he works for like construction, doing the, what's it called? The foundation for construction and houses and stuff like that, so he can get it pretty level for us, and that's what he did. So we finally have an arena. We have to get a drag and stuff just to maintain it, because we should be riding more than we actually do. The grass is just gonna grow back. We're scared of like spraying something to kill the weeds in the grass and prevent it from growing back, because since we do have horses, I don't know, I'm afraid that it might seep over to the pasture side and maybe the horses might eat it and it might be poisonous. I don't know, so we kind of just have to keep riding and keep dragging it. But this is what it looks like so far. It's so much more level than it was in the past. And then over here is just more of that new fencing we got, so you actually have to cross the arena to like turn the horses out. As you guys can see, it's not perfect. It's not like a professional legit arena. This is just us dragging the ground to have a place to ride in that's not grass. We had to do a pretty big drop on this side. I don't know if you guys can tell, but there's like a drop here, and it's worse down that way. But we had to do that because it was coming like uphill, so we really had to like bring it down on this side just to make sure it was level. Another cool thing is that we actually have a tree inside of the arena. Now it's totally on the far end of the arena. It's not in the way or anything, but I actually like it because if you need to work a lot of horses in one day, you can tack up 2 horses, and while you ride one, you can tie up the other one here. And since it's the arena and it's sand, they won't damage your grass if they're pawing or moving around or anything like that, and it helps teach them patience while you ride your other horse. Or if you're riding with someone else and they're riding and you just want to watch, you can come and sit here with your horse under the shade. I do that all the time. And the ground in here is pretty good. It's not too soft and not too hard, but obviously the more we drag it, the better. Woo, it is so sunny. Another thing we did, we've actually had this for such a long time, and I think you guys have seen it quite a bit in my videos, but I've never officially mentioned it or talked about it. But we actually got a carport, and then Rob did like makeshift stalls out of pallets, and it's worked out amazingly well. And the carport is actually shared between 2 pastures. Half of it is leaning on that side, the other half is on this side. I didn't clean anything up beforehand, but we have a pallet here as a door, and then this area is kind of used as our like alleyway. It's obviously a huge mess. I did not prepare or clean anything for this video, and obviously as you guys can see, it's like a makeshift little thing. It's literally made of pallets. So So over here we have like a little pallet wall. There's some mats on the side, and this is kind of like a little open stall. If they're turned out, they can come in here for shade. And then on this side we have a little door to come out, and I'll show you guys the view from this side. So this is the view from this side. Hi Rainy. Rainy's still pregnant, by the way. She's doing good. But anyway, this is what the carport looks like over here. I don't know the exact details. I don't know what size we got. It's big enough for us to have shelter on this pasture, shelter on that pasture, and an alleyway. So it's been amazing. Again, we have this little stall that's open over here so they can walk in and out, but they can still eat separately without taking each other's food. And it's really nice and cool in here. It's perfect because we live in Florida and we really needed some kind of like shade. Even though the horses do have a lot of trees in this pasture, we wanted to just give them a little bit more just because it gets so hot here, you guys, like really hot. I'm already sweating. I have a sweat mustache. Okay, hopefully I don't now, but yes. We have a little light that comes on at night. We also have a camera. I don't know if you guys can see, that's the back side of the camera. But yeah, this is the little barn slash shelter slash stalls out here in the pasture. You guys have seen it a bunch of times, I think, but I've never actually acknowledged it or like gave you details on it. So that's what's out here. Alright, now horse trailer update. I've actually gotten a couple questions about the horse trailer. When I first got the trailer, I did a little trailer tour and I said that I was gonna work on it and all this stuff. It has new lights, new bearings, but I actually got a couple quotes to see how much it would cost to like literally get it all redone. And you guys, it literally costs so much more than what I paid for the trailer, and for that price I could just buy a newer trailer. So I've decided to just like let it be. It's fine, it works. It's rusty, but it's trusty. But I have done a couple of things to it. It looks kind of crappy, you guys, but it gets the job done. I'm gonna show you. You're gonna laugh at me though. Don't laugh, okay? I don't know if you guys remember, the roof here was full of holes. I couldn't put anything in this tack room. So my little brother came over and we bought like this specific tape for holes and patchwork and all that stuff. So he went up there and taped it for me. I mean, the tape works, but it's not like 100% sealed. There's still some water droplets getting in. But for now, this is fine. I actually think I want to put one of those tarps. I think it's called cattle trailer tarps or something, just on the top. I think that would be so much easier and so much more cost effective. I also tried to find windows for it, but I can't seem to find a window for this size. So I've decided to get a metal sheet and just kind of seal it with the metal. And then we also put like tape here, reflective tape, so that at night we can be seen, because there was just these little tiny lights at the top. But just for safety, I really wanted to have more stuff to make sure I'm visible at night, especially here that there's barely any street lights. I want to put some back here as well, but I want to get that sticker off because I've never had a foxtrotter. But I literally do not know how to get this off, you guys. It feels like it's cemented on here, but I'll figure it out. Once I do that, I'll put like 2 more strips of that reflective tape in the back. But at least we got new lights. And an update on the moo-moos. Here's little Penelope. Hi, P. You're so cute. They are so big. Penelope still hasn't gotten any horns. However, Delilah has her little horns coming out. So usually we have the cows out on the property. They're usually loose. But these little girls just love to get into trouble, right, P? They've escaped a bunch of times, to the point that one time the sheriff came over. I literally thought we were in trouble. I thought something terrible happened because Rob wasn't home. And then the sheriff just was like, "Do you own cows?" I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "You know your cows are loose out in the community, right?" Rob had already left. I guess he got a call before the sheriff even showed up, but I had no idea. Anyway, it turns out they had escaped over to the golf course. They love going to the golf course. I don't know why, because the grass is like this tiny and our grass is so long. So instead of like helping us mow the grass, they want to go over to the golf course where they can't even bite the grass. That's how short it is. So I don't get why they're always escaping. They've done it quite a few times, but they never go far. They're always on the golf course and I just call them over. I guess this time they decided to go all the way in past the golf course. They were inside the gated community, blocking traffic. Oh my god, you guys, it was crazy. And everyone had left without me. The sheriff is like, "Oh, you got it, you can go." I was like, yeah, I call them and they'll come. It's like, it's fine. So the sheriff left without me, but I'm here thinking they're over here like close by. They were so far and I'm over here walking my butt all through this whole gated community trying to find them. And then Rob calls me and he's like, "I'm here with the horse trailer. I'm trying to load them in. They're not coming in. They're blocking traffic." You guys, it was a mess. Like, it was a whole show. Like, I should have vlogged that. That would have been such a funny video. Anyway, I'm walking around this freaking gated community like a crazy person, and there's a lady in a golf cart and she's like, "Hey, are you looking for the cows?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm looking for the cows." She ended up giving me a ride to where the cows were. When I get there, you guys, there's animal control, the sheriff, all of these community people, blocked traffic, cars beeping on both sides, literally some like cowboys trying to like round them up. It was a mess and it was like my Heartland moment. Like, I'm not not even gonna lie, I felt like the coolest person ever because as soon as I got there, I'm like, I got it, I got it, I got it. And I literally just went, come on, Delilah. And they walked right into the trailer, you guys. It was my Heartland moment. I was Amy for a second there. Like everyone was like, what the heck? Because after they were fighting with the cows for like an hour trying to get them and catch them and round them up, all I had to do was just call their name and they followed me right into the trailer. It was so cool, you guys. So cute. They trust me, they love me, I don't know what. I felt like the coolest person ever. And the guy from animal control, when I went to grab the halter from him, I was like, I got it, I got it. And he didn't want to give me the lead rope. I'm like, dude, I got it. But I guess because they were fighting with the cows for so long, I think he thought it wasn't safe for me to grab them or something. I had to literally look him in the eye and be like, dude, like I got it, give me the lead rope. Like he didn't want to give me the lead rope. And then they just walked in. The sheriff was like, dang, you should have called her from the beginning. And in my head, I'm like, you should have given me a ride. I'm over there walking around the whole community and the sheriff was right here talking to me at our house. He could have just given me a ride to where the cows were, but no, I had to walk for an hour around the gated community, get a ride from a lady in a golf cart, and finally get the cows in the trailer and bring them back home. In conclusion, because of that little incident, they are no longer allowed to roam around the property. I know you guys probably think we're the most irresponsible people with no fencing anywhere, but we have fencing. The cows just push through it. I think it's because I raised them since bottle babies, so they're not really afraid of anything, and they just kind of push through things, I guess. But anyway, now they live over here in this little paddock, and we only let them out if we're outside and we're able to watch them because they are little sneaky girls. If you have cows, definitely let me know what you do with their horns. Do you just leave them? I heard some people file them down to make them round. I heard some people take them off. I don't want to take them off. I feel bad doing that. Maybe I might file them down if they're just like horse hooves, if they don't have feeling on their horns. But definitely let me know what you guys do. These are my first cows. I've never had cows before. So far, it hasn't been an issue. She's been fine with her horns. So I doubt I'll make a decision until I see that it's becoming a problem. But she's been good. She's a good girl. As you can see, they are coming to a little bit of a point, but she hasn't been aggressive and she hasn't, you know, hurt anybody. So it hasn't been too much of an issue so far, and I'm not like in a rush to do anything to them. But I thought I would ask you guys if anyone has cows. Right, Delilah? She does do that. She likes that. It's because I scratch her with my knees all the time like this. So she likes it. It's not because she's trying to hurt me. She just likes these little knee scratches. I dirty my jeans for you, Delilah. That's how you know I love you, man. Hi, Pee-Pee. And P, she likes to scratch up here a lot, so I don't know if her horns might be growing out. I mean, I don't know if you can see a little bit there. Her and Delilah are supposedly the same age, so I don't know if maybe they're just different and one has horns and one doesn't, but she does scratch a lot. And I do see a little nub here, so maybe you'll just get your horns late, little girl. My little peanut. All right, so now we're gonna go ahead and get to the update that you guys have been waiting for. Alright, you guys, the next update is all about Mr. Yankee here. He is no longer a stallion. He actually got gelded about 4 months ago. He's no longer a little stallion. Oh. But yeah, he got gelded in April. I didn't get a chance to film it for you guys. I really wanted to. He healed pretty well. He's been doing great. He's been a great gelding. He was a great stallion, but we really wanted to give him the chance to be a regular horse. As you guys know, stallions have to be separated from the herd most of the time, and it just wasn't fair to him if we weren't planning on keeping him as like a breeding stallion or anything like that. For him to be alone in a paddock or in a stall instead of like spending time with all the other horses, we thought it was time to geld him. But it wasn't because he was a bad stallion or anything like that. We just wanted him to be a regular horse, hang out with the mares, you know. So that means we won't be having any more little accidents, huh? Unexpected babies. Yankee is not the only one who got gelded. Over here we have Mr. Dooley, and this little boy got gelded as well. He was actually gelded after Yankee. He also healed really good. They're both doing great. So yeah, you guys, no more stallions. We don't have any more stallions here at the farm. We have geldings now. And again, they weren't bad stallions at all. If you guys have been watching my videos for a long time, you know that Dooley and Yankee were great stallions. We took them to shows. I showed Dooley. I've taken Yankee over to obstacle courses. They were great stallions, but we are not like a breeding farm or anything like that. The breedings that we've done, one of them was an accident and the other one was just a personal thing. We don't plan to like have like a breeding operation or anything like that. So it wasn't fair to keep them as stallions, because when you have a stallion, you have to keep them separated from the mares and they're alone all the time. And you know, it's just not fair to them, especially if, again, we don't plan on breeding them. So there was really no point to keep them as studs. So we got a little baby from Dooley and we got a little baby from Yankee, and that's it. Now they are officially geldings. That's the biggest update of the video so far, I think. I'm trying to think if there are any other updates I need to tell you guys about. Okay, so before I end this video, I am back. Everything that you guys have seen so far in this video was filmed a few weeks back, and we actually have another addition to the family that I have to share with you guys in this update video. If you follow me on Instagram, you've probably already seen her. She's made a couple debuts on my story and a post, and I've gotten so many questions. So introducing Kalua. This is our new little farm dog. As you can see, she's having a blast with Nike. Kalua! Nike! Hi! Hi, dear! This is Kalua. Hi there! The new addition to the family. Nike is literally obsessed with his new friend. Levi's like, I'm too old for this. This is Kalua. She is an Anatolian Shepherd mix. She is actually 11 months old and she's bigger than Levi and Nike. She's a girl, obviously. She is the sweetest dog, you guys. She's so cute, so sweet. She's a little bit of a scaredy cat, but she's getting used to everything, all the animals, the cows, the horses. She was scared of the horses at first. She's a livestock guardian dog, I think is what Anatolian Shepherds are. So her previous owner unfortunately got sick and couldn't take care of her anymore. So our friends told us about her and we decided that we could give her a really good home. Anyway, she's been doing really well. She's getting along with Levi and Nike perfectly fine. She was a little aggressive with them at first, but now she's doing good. She loves to cuddle. She's like a huge cuddle bug. She's gonna be part of the family now. But yeah, that is officially it for all of the updates. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up. If you're new to my channel, what's up? My name is Cindy Valentina. Please don't forget to subscribe. Here is my notification shout out. If you guys want to be shouted out in my next video, all you gotta do is just click that notification bell and then leave me a comment letting me know that you've done it. And that is it. You might be shouted out in my next video. Levi, say bye. Bye guys.